Matt Ray here. I wanted to send in a recording for demo day because I'm usually sleeping in Australia during this time. So this is just a quick demo showing the work I did for the update to RFC097. This was to add support for remote include policies and extra validation for the path with included policies. Okay, so first off, I just want to see a quick list of the files in my directory, a collection of the policy files with the includes in them. Here is the base lock JSON that I'm going to be depending on, and we can see the revision ID there. Next, I've got a short Ruby script that just contains that um, lock.json file and serves it up with a WebRick web server. So just highlight the revision ID there and the name as we go. That way I can do some remotes. So we'll start that up. And next I've got a shell script that just wraps my tests, my locks.json. The key here is, we're calling bundle exec chef install with the different policy files. Um, so we'll go ahead and run that and show off each of these as a succeed or fail. Um, First off, we've got our unchanged RB. It's a standard expected to include policy path behavior, and it was successful. We've got our policy, our success ID RB with the included policy with the path with a valid policy revision ID. Again, successful. Next, we're going to do a remote success found. So we're using the include policy with a valid remote. Again, successful. We can see our WebRick output there. Next, we're going to call that same base lock.json file off the remote server, but we're going to make sure that the um, policy revision ID matches. So another success. Now we're going to look at the failure scenarios. So in this case, we're going back to the path with include policy, but the revision ID is going to fail because we're using 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 instead. So there's our output message saying that that failed. Next, we're going to do a remote with a bad URL. So we don't have a no base lock JSON. We get a 404. There's our error message. And then finally, we're going to successfully retrieve the base lock JSON, but the policy revision ID is not going to match. So we get a different error message. Yeah. And then lastly, just take a look at one of the lock JSON files so that we can see our included policy locks with the source option showing the remote source and the policy revision ID. So there you go. That's the demo.